What's going on, everybody? We are down here in Rockingham for race number 6 of the 15 race season of NARAS season 32. A lot of big news heading into this race. This is our second throwback race of the season. And let me actually pull up the stream.
Should
Can
be
you still hear
playing.
me? Okay, I can still hear you. Cool.
Yeah, there we go.
Anyway, as mentioned, we are down in Rockingham for race number 6 of the 15 race season. Third to last race from the playoffs, where we are going to see if we have another first time winner of the season or our uh, first repeat winner of the season. And it's a 70 lap race today. 11 drivers are expected to show up. So we'll see what goes on from there. Qualifying was rained out, so everything's being lined up by points. So is currently going to be Max and loading on the front row to start off tonight. I'm going to hand it back over to Biggie as I'm going to go into general chat and sort out the lineup. Biggie, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Jen. So, just everybody tuning in, thank you so much for being here with us for this Sunday afternoon. I hope everybody is having a good weekend and is ready for some even better racing. So, we're back once again. Here we are at Rockingham. It's going to be another throwback weekend, so a lot of these drivers are going to be showing off, some throwback schemes just like last time. Um, and to what Jin was saying, the way the season's been going on, we haven't had any repeat winners, so it's still up in the air for any of these guys still looking to get into the playoffs, to lock themselves in with a win. So it's still anybody's game to get into the playoffs. So a lot of these guys are hungry for a win, hungry to lock themselves in. And yeah, so it should be a pretty good race, and it should be some good hard racing with just a handful of races left to go in the season. So definitely expect these guys to show out and put on a good show for everybody. And you can see Max pulling up to the line in his 24 Pepsi Chevrolet. I'm a big fan of Pepsi, and it just looks like such a good scheme on that 24 car. I'm really, really happy with that scheme. I'm glad that he's running it. And of course, we've got loading right there in the 44. He's going to be right there in P2. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a problem with uploading his throwback scheme, so he will be running that Continental 44 car once again. We do apologize for that, but nonetheless, still a nice looking car. And let's take a look at some of these other cars. We've got Slavic in that 32. I'm trying to see what that is. I think that's Arizona Ice Tea. Yeah, I think that's what that is. Now, that must be a throwback. I'm not sure who actually ran that. So, I do apologize for not knowing who ran that. Um, but nonetheless, a very nice, very sleek looking number 32. So, and then we've got, let's take a look at BMX. He's once again going to be running that 33 discount tire Chevrolet. And just that's a really beautiful looking paint scheme as well. I just think discount tire, um, all the years that Brad Keselowski ran that scheme, it's just a very iconic, very nice scheme. So, very glad he's running that scheme as well for this race. And then I believe fifth place should be Gecko. Yep. Gecko's going to be running that 23 Sports Clips once again. Very nice looking car. And trying to think. Just while we're waiting for everybody to line up, I'm trying to think of who probably has the best shot of winning tonight. And man, I'm trying to think. Who has the best chance? Hmm. I would probably say, as Zombie gets called up, I would probably say BMX. I've seen him run this track before. I've seen him be very strong at this track before. So, I think if I had to put my money on anybody, it would be BMX and that number 33 to win this race. As you see, Zombie coming out of pit road in that 22 Pennzoil. Oh, and it looks like Slowbro will actually be getting 5th place. So we'll go ahead and take a look at Slowbro, see what he's running. He'll be running that number 9 kind of alternate color Napa Auto Parts. It's very nice. I don't think I've ever seen the silver, black, and orange. That's a very nice color scheme. I like that. So I believe the reason the order got changed up, I'm not sure if Slowbro was supposed to be in this race. Just to remind anybody if they didn't remember or just weren't aware, he was actually out with an injury. I believe he had a wrist injury or some kind of lower arm injury that prevented him from racing. So, unfortunately, he wasn't able to race these past couple of races. But he will be getting his first start back tonight, so we'll see if he can capitalize on it. So we'll definitely keep an eye on Slowbro and see how well he does as the race progresses, just to make sure that he, bounces back from his injury. You got to think that he's really excited to be back out there, and missing a few races, he's not in like the most secure spot points wise compared to some of these guys that have been out here racing. So you got to imagine he's probably really hungry to get some points under his belt too, just to keep himself locked into the playoffs. So we will definitely keep an eye on Logan Slowbro. Jeez. So we'll take a look at Slinky in that 28. I'm not sure what sponsor KT is supposed to be. And as you saw there, unfortunately, Legends is not here right now. We do hope he's going to be able to join us. Legends, one of those guys who's really still looking to lock himself into the playoffs. So he can't show up for this race. It puts him in a really difficult spot. But there we see Matthew in the number 90. I believe that's EcoBoost. A lot of pink cars. You don't see that too often. But a very nice scheme nonetheless. And now we see Patrick rolling out in that number 99 McDonald's scheme. I don't think I've ever seen that kind of alt-white and red before. That's actually really cool. It's kind of got the, it kind of like mimics the McDonald's arch in a way. That's really cool. And then I believe, I don't know if I missed anybody. We still have Howie sitting on pit road. I think he's once again running that Flex Seal 69. Very nice car. So we see Dusty pulling out in that Interstate Battery 21 car. Very nice scheme. Although it's a little bit weird to see it on the 21 car, but nonetheless, A very nice looking, sleek looking 21 car. And then we'll take a look at Rona. Can't really tell from that angle what he's running, but I will figure that out. As Howie pulls out of pit road, once again in that 69 Flex Seal. Very nice car. He's going to make his way over to the start-finish line and line up with the rest of these guys. And it looks like... Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Rona was in the HendrickCars.com number 5 Chevrolet. Very nice scheme. And I believe that should do it for every driver who's going to be in the starting lineup today. Of course, Legends is still a to be determined whether he's going to be able to race or make the race. Hopefully, he's able to make it to increase his playoff stock if he can get a few points here. But as it stands right now, it doesn't look like he's going to get an opportunity. But yeah, I think that should do it for all the drivers, and it looks like that's it, as we're gonna get ready to get started here, and it'll be a 70 lap race, and the drivers will get ready to go.
I'm back. Had to stay silent so I could actually do it.
Oh, it's no problem. So here we are, the drivers getting ready to go green. It's going to be Max leading us off, loading right beside him.
Stages are going to be 20, 20, 30.
And just because I couldn't remember, what was the cutoff line for the playoffs?
Cutoff line, right now it would currently... Are you talking about who's on the bubble?
Well, I was just saying in terms of point standing, like where's that cutoff line?
Oh, the cutoff line is at 8th right now.
Okay.
So 8 drivers make it in. We currently have 5, so 3 spots are left. As I said at the beginning, if we do not have a repeat, if we don't have another first-time winner tonight, it will be loading that will be locked into the playoffs. He just needs to finish 5th or higher. And currently he's sitting 2nd on the initial start.
And some of these guys are already locked in, but there's still a lot of dudes who can very easily sneak their way into the playoffs.
They really could.
As long as they drive consistently.
Gecko and Zombie are tied right now, so if loading has a bad day, Josh isn't here. So if loading or Gecko has a bad day, that's gonna somehow find a way to push Zombie in. Slinky isn't far. He's in the range, but he's
got to really step up his game.
He's not close.
As we're gonna go green, and it's gonna be Max with the early lead on the inside. A little bit of contact. Oh, Max went way up the track into the wall, and that's gonna let BMX.
Gecko, the 3 wide heading into 3.
Ooh, really tight, and Gecko decides to back out of it. So we're gonna go ahead and ride with BMX real quick. So for the pre-race, my bet for the guy who was gonna win was actually BMX. I've seen him race this track before, and I've seen him do really well.
And here comes Logan.
Yeah, I was talking about Logan too, how he was coming back from that injury. He's already starting off pretty strong. A little bit of contact right there between Max and Slinky, and Max actually got back to the inside. Ooh, contact with Slinky and BMX. More contact. This time with loading. Let's go ahead and ride along with Sloper right here. as he actually got past Max. Slowbro is another guy who runs this track really well. Um, and he does a good job of holding guys off and taking away their line. So, I mean, if he's going to get in front, he's going to stay in front. And I don't think Max is going to put a whole lot of pressure on him, seeing as how they're teammates. They've already kind of spaced out pretty well, so we're going to go ahead and ride along with... Let's ride along with Slinky in 5th place right now, as he's right behind Matthew and Gecko. And he's going to be
He's
under
having a good day early so far, but I don't. Did loading just drop off or something? Yeah, he did. He's in the back right now.
Yeah, I think Loading got some contact with Slinky, and that really put him back. But now Slinky's going to have to give up his spot to Rona, as Rona just powered through the inside. And, ooh, I think they got 4 wide back there for a second. They're still 4 wide.
Yeah.
And those guys are just holding each other up. You got to really spread out and just start charging forward on Rockingham. Problem with Slinky. I think his car locked up. But you don't have a whole lot of...
did.
You don't have a whole lot of time at Rockingham. These laps are really short. It goes by really quick.
And it's only a 20-lap stage, so if you want the points, you got to do it now. You got to make the moves now to go get it. The second stage is 20 laps as well. The final stage is only 10 laps longer, so you don't have a lot of time to make the move that you want to make.
And in the meantime, I thought I did see Max get ahead of Slowbro, and that is indeed the case. As Max putting some distance between him and the second place of Slowbro, but Genko's right there too, making some ground on Slowbro. Slowly but surely, he's going to dive it way up the inside. But fortunately, drove it a little bit too deep. Left the door open for Matthew. There's a little bit of contact back there between those two. Once again, it looked like they were 4 wide in the back.
There's just a main... as 22 and 32 get together, there's just a little main pack right there as the front, I want to say 5 are spread out.
Yeah, but Rockingham is just not the track you want to be pack racing at. It just holds you up way too much. And in the meantime, Slowbro still there with Max, just kind of letting him run however he wants. Slowbro got a nice run off the exit, though, as he gets it right to the back bumper. You see, this is what I'm talking about with Slowbro. Slowbro, he does this. He sets guys up when they don't really realize it.
He almost teases them.
Yeah, I mean,
he almost teases them.
You don't really know, you can try to run your line, but Slowbro sets people up so well on Rockingham, and as you can see there with Max, he just drove it up the inside, no problem. And he's going to let Max get back ahead. But, I don't know, Slowbro's pretty scary at this track as well. He really knows how to drive at Rockingham.
Yeah. I wouldn't mainly call him a super speedway guy because, next Sunday is a doubleheader weekend. We're going to Bristol, and then we're going from the short track of Tennessee to the high speedway banks of Daytona down in Florida. So I would call him more of a short track guy, but I wouldn't call him a super speedway guy. But this kind of racing, I think, fits him just well. It's kind of a mix. You got the intensity of a short track racing kind of thing, but you got the driving of a super speedway.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting weekend having to go from
one
extreme to the other.
And Rona has worked his way up from dead last to 3rd.
Yeah,
this is his first start. He is a season 29 champion, so he is a champion of the league. He's been out of the series for a couple of seasons, and he's making his return this season, only under a 1-contract season.
And this has been a very strong stage for him, coming from last and being up there in 3rd. And I was going to mention it a little bit earlier because I had noticed it, but I'm not sure how he got past Gecko, but he's I think last time we saw him, he was in 5th place, and he's already worked his way. I mean, he's right there with Slowbro too. This is just one of those tracks. If you find a line, you can make up so much ground. It doesn't matter if you have draft on the straightaway or not. If you just run your line and you have a good line,
yes,
you just make up so much time. And it looks like Rona's going to try to drive it in deep, and he's going to get on the inside of Slowbro, so already on the attack for second place. And Max got held up just a little bit. I don't know if it was a bad exit, but both of these guys are right there. And yeah, Max driving a little bit too deep into the turn. He's getting a bad exit, and is letting these guys catch up to him on the street. Gecko, he was just waiting to pounce, and he does get the position from Rona.
I think we got a spin in the back.
Not sure who that was.
They all saved it.
It really spread out. Oh, big contact with Slavic, and I think that was Howie. Yeah, so big contact right there. We're going to go back to the front as looked like Slowbro.
Was a wall clip.
Slowbro ended up clearing Max, and Max got right back under there, just dived the nose inside. Sent Slowbro way up the track.
BMX dropped like a rock too. He's down by Dusty. He did start up in the top 5.
And to me, that seems more like he just got in trouble.
He worked his way up into the top 5 and just lost his momentum.
Well, for me, what I think happened to BMX, I think he just got caught between that big pack. And in the meantime, Rona finds his way up to first for just a second, but ends up getting bounced back to 4th place. Now we've got Gecko making a charge for second. Ooh, a little bit of contact. Gecko clears. Slowbro making a move for first. He's got the inside. But Max is going to have the better drive off the corner. And he's going to clear Gecko, maintaining first place. I think there's a little bit of contact in the back.
That was stage end.
Oh, I hadn't even realized that.
I didn't even realize it either.
Yeah, so like we were saying, Rockingham goes by very quick.
I'm gonna replay the stream to see who won that. I think it was Max, but I see
believe
Gecko.
It was Max in the line. Man, I wasn't even paying it. I was so concerned with what Gecko was gonna try to do on the inside. I had no idea it was the end of the stage.
It was Max.
So it will be Max in the line, and I believe, was it Slowbro or Gecko? They were really close. I think it was Gecko, wasn't it, at the line?
It was Max. I don't even know anymore because they got that messed up. I'm looking at the stream right now. It was Max, Slowbro. No, Max, Gecko, Slowbro, Rona. Loading top 5. Howie got 6th. Slavic 7th. Pat 8th. Zombie 9th. Slinky 10th. And then the bottom 3 don't get points, but it was Matthew, BMX, and Dusty.
So, like we were saying with Loading trying to lock himself in, he's already doing a good job keeping himself in 5th place. He's staying right there. But of course, he does need a little bit of help. I believe it was, we need another repeat winner for him to stay in and lock in. Is that correct?
Loading can win to lock himself in, or if he doesn't win, he will be high enough in points to lock himself in. Actually, I think. Let me see where he finished.
I believe he finished 5th place.
He finished 5th, so that'd be 6 extra points. He currently has 347. That would bump him up to 353 points.
I just wanted to keep an eye. I just want to keep an eye on him because I know he's one of those guys that's.
Yeah.
He's right there.
If he can, I'll say it now. If he can finish top 5, he will lock in after stage 2. Automatically lock in after stage 2.
Yeah, so he's doing a very good job of staying where he needs to be. So Max will win stage 1 at Rockingham, and it was Slowbro second, correct?
No, Gecko.
Oh, okay, my bad. And Gecko was right there. That was really close to the line, actually. So really, I wouldn't say uneventful stage one, but a pretty calm stage one. All said and done, and we're gonna get ready to go for stage two. And Gecko, once again, coming out here and really racing hard. It feels like we're saying his name a lot now when it comes to the top three. He just consistently puts himself up there. But will he be able to maintain his spot? And you got to think he really wants to get into the playoffs with his owner of loading, because that's going to give them both the best shot in the postseason. As we get underway, Max is going to lead us off, and it looks like they're going to be 3 wide coming out of turn one or turn two, sorry. And Rona's got the inside, so he will most likely come out with a first place at the line. And it looks like it's going to be Rona at the line to lead us off after the first lap. Now Max is stuck on the outside. That's not really where you want to be. He cuts it back down inside of Slowbro. Coming into turn three, it's going to be Rona Gecko with Max and Slowbro side by side. Coming to the line, we got Matthew in the mix now. That number 90 car. And we're going to go ahead and ride along with Gecko real quick as Gecko gets up the inside of Rona. They're going to be side by side coming into turn three. Gecko, he's going to drive that middle of the turn. Doesn't really want to give Rona a chance to cut back down. And Gecko is going to clear him as they pass the line. Matthew moves all the way up to third place. But now he's under attack from Max. Max is going to cut up that inside. Got right there on the quarter panel. And just made his way inside of Matthew. So now Max takes third place. And now, ooh, big move by Rona. Gets up the inside of Gecko right before they enter turn one. And Gecko's right on that bumper as they exit turn two. Now Slowbro's back in the mix as he's looking up the inside of Matthew. Looks like he's going to clear Matthew coming to the line. Maybe.
Rona's still holding a steady lead with the Gecko in second. That's actually kind of surprising to me.
Yeah, but
Rona,
Gecko's...
this is his first race. This is Rona's first race of the season, so he is way, way behind on points if he even wants to have a chance to make the playoffs.
Oh, and you saw the big bump and run as Gecko just put it to the bumper and sent Rona up a little bit higher than he wanted to go, got into the wall a little bit. Gecko is going to drive it deep into the corner and he's going to clear Rona coming out of turn two. And now Rona dives it way inside. Gecko trying to slam him down on the apron, doesn't want to get him a good drive off. But Rona will get it at the line. And Max is right there to pounce as well. So Gecko's really got to drop down. He doesn't want to give Max an opportunity to get up there as well. So these guys are kind of trading positions back and forth. And Max is just cruising on up there. He's just waiting for these guys to make a mistake. And in the back you can see, looks like Howie has moved his way up to fourth place, and he's still there with Matthew and Slowbro. As Gecko, I believe he made a little bit of a mistake, and he gave Max the inside, so now Max is moving up to second place.
You got the front, I got the back.
So now, Max is going to clear Gecko for second place as they enter turn one. Coming out of turn two, Gecko tries to get the run on the high side. Couldn't quite get it. He's going to take it way down. Hold it on that bottom. And it looks like Slinky is going to be issued a warning for using the apron on the turns, I believe.
Yeah, he was entering the turns on the apron, and I caught him doing it.
And you cannot do that. That is exceeding the track limit.
Track limit.
You can use the apron on the front stretch, but you're not allowed to use it at any point on the corner. So Hopefully he doesn't make that mistake moving forward, or else that might end up costing him big time. And here we go. Gecko still trying to put the attack on Max. I mean, he's staying there with Max, but he's not really getting there. And it looks like he's on the bumper
They're
of
kind of
Max.
staying. It's almost like he kind of stalled out.
Well, he's going to try to make a move on the inside of Max right here. Max goes wide and leaves the door open, and he's going to get there.
He's gonna go.
So
Yep.
now they're going to be too wide coming into turn 3. Gecko on that inside. Looks like he drove it in a little bit too deep, though, but he was able to shut the door on Max. And a little bit of lag on my side. I do apologize.
Yeah, I got it too.
And it looks like Max gets right back to the inside of Gecko. So all for
Gecko's gonna take
naught.
second.
All for naught for Gecko as Max just powers it back inside. But while these guys are doing this, Rona's still in a comfortable lead. He's not exactly pulling away, but the more these guys fight, the less he has to worry. As we're already coming down to only a handful of laps left in the stage.
About 6 laps to go, coming to 5 to go in the stage.
And I'm paying attention this
Rona
time.
yeah, we're gonna be paying attention this time.
And we've got Max on the inside of Rona. He was using the apron to try and get a run. And now he's going to muscle his way up the inside. And Gecko's right there too, so Rona's going to drop a couple of positions. And Gecko, whoa, what a move from Gecko. He just shoots it right up the inside of Max, and he's going to take first place.
And Max is
going to shut
just
the door.
on the.
Tried to shut the door on Max, but Max was getting too big of a run on that inside apron. And Max is going to have that favorable inside. Whoa, Gecko tries to slam it way down. But Max is just going to move him up the track. Not going to let him get any kind of run on the turn exit. They're going to cross the line. It's going to be Max in first. Gecko second. And now Gecko trying to make a move up that inside. He gets there. And Gecko really needs to try to keep Max on his outside right here, because he hasn't been doing the best job of holding the inside. And speaking of holding the inside, we've got Rona right there on the inside as well. Max is going to give a big push to Rona coming out of the line. Big shot. Rona gets right to the back bumper of Gecko, sends him up way high. And Rona is going to take it up the inside. And that seems to be the popular move right now, is get up to their bumper.
About the only way to pass.
Yeah, and they get up to their bumper right as they enter the turn, and they just send them into the turn way faster than they want to go. So it does seem to be the most popular move.
White flag, stage 2.
And Gecko makes a mistake. Ooh,
Oh!
big contact with Gecko and Rona. Somehow Gecko manages to maintain his position.
And he comes out clean, and he's going to be the leader coming to the line of stage 2.
That was an interesting finish. He got clipped by Rona, and it looked like Max was going to sneak away with it, but
yeah,
Gecko able to recover, and he gets the stage 2 win. So bit of an interesting finish for that stage. I just think Rona was just driving it straight coming out of the turn, and I guess Gecko was just trying to get down, and they connected with each other. But that will do it for your stage 2.
And let's see who led halfway. I gotta find which one was the halfway lap. And it was.
I gotta imagine it's Rona. Either Rona or Max.
Apparently I didn't put halfway lap on the analysis, so now I gotta look up what the halfway lap is.
But it will be Rona who takes the stage 2 win, and he's in a very good spot coming into this final stage. Or not Rona, excuse me, Gecko. Jeez.
Lap 35. Who led at lap 35? Let me look. I can just go back on the stream.
So as we take a look,
35 was Rona, so he gets his points.
One thing I wanted to mention real quick, while we've still got the the time before the start of the last stage, BMX has made his way back up, and I've noticed there's been a pretty difficult mid pack to kind of get around. But it seems once you get past that mid pack, you can start, running your line how you want to. So I was talking about BMX, so I think he's gonna be a contender for this win. So hopefully now that he actually got past that middle pack of cars, he's gonna be able to start making a move towards these front runners. But we shall see. As another guy who still has a very high chance to win this, I still think Slowbro is still in a very very good position to win this race. He's been running really strong. Ronan's also been running really strong, but unfortunately, he hasn't really been finishing the stages.
We bring in someone for an interview.
Oh yeah, that's perfectly fine. Who did
Let's
you want to bring in?
bring in Gecko.
Okay.
Stage two Gecko. My laptop says I can.
At one point,
Lottie, lottie.
I do have to give Matthew an interview because I did not interview him last time. He was very upset, so we do have to
We'll give
interview
him
him.
one. We'll give him one after the race. We don't have time for two interviews
Oh yeah,
right
that's
now.
fine.
Gecko. Oh, I can just do it from my phone. That's a lot easier. Gecko, you got a copy?
Hi.
Gecko. Hey, buddy. So stage two winner. Very, very fast. You're able to outrun the LM cars. Um, do you have any more of that speed for the end of the race?
Well, I think I do. Actually, we're having a pretty solid race all day long, and we're going for the win like every race in the past. Uh, Max, we're being a little bit of aggressive in stage one and stage two.
Yeah, we've
Uh,
seen that.
yeah.
So,
So
oh,
go ahead.
well, I was just gonna ask, where is Gecko on the point standing right now?
I'm
Gecko
like eight.
we don't Gecko right now is above the line, still tied
Zombie.
with Zombie. All points will be finalized after the race, but right now he's tied with Zombie on top of the points bubble.
So, I guess one thing I just wanted to say was, um, if you get in, and you can get loading the lock in too, are you just going hard for the win right now, or are you just trying to play it safe, points wise?
I saw loading is finishing like 9 and 10, which is not a really good position to be honest. But right now we're focusing on the win, and if loading catch up, it will be really good. So,
So not
uh,
really thinking about the playoffs right now. You're just trying to get out there and get the win.
yeah, obviously trying to help loading to get in too, but he just needs top five to get locked. So that's it.
Well, I think you've been doing some really good racing because it feels like these last few races, every time we talk about people who have a really good chance to win, it's like your name always comes up. So you're doing really good, man. What's the game plan moving forward? I know you said Max was driving really aggressive, so are you just gonna let him kind of do his thing and then pounce? What do you think he's being a bit too aggressive, or like what's the game plan?
Like he was being real aggressive, so I used some opportunities he gave me, and well, that gave me the spot to get through him, and that made us get this stage two win and free most of the race.
Did you have anything you
Alrighty, I
wanted
think
to
that's
add?
all the time. I don't think so. I think that's all the time that we had for you, though. So I'll go ahead and put you back in your chat. Thank you for taking the time to have us interview you, buddy, and good luck in the rest of the
Yeah,
race.
good luck, Echo.
Yeah, thank you.
I know I didn't mention his name as a guy who was going to win, but I mean, he's proven that he's one of the stronger cars out there. So
I got my picks on Rona.
Rona has definitely been a really strong car as well. My problem with Rona though is it just, and I know these guys are driving aggressive, and you can't really help that a lot of the time, but he just seems to be getting uh, kind of shoved out right at the end of the stage, you know.
Right.
But we're gonna
You
go
know
green here.
he hasn't had most luck. Whenever he was in a because he won his championship as a rookie, which that's uh, at that point of time for NARAS was highly known. If you're a rookie, stereotype says that you've got your best chance to win.
Right.
Um, and well, that season NARAS ended early, and he was on top of the points. We were entering the second to last round of the playoffs, and the season ended early. I forgot why, and he was on top of the points, so that made him champion by default. Um, but now he's coming back here, a veteran, a champion, and looking for more wins. He had 7 wins that season in his first season of NARAS. So I think his best shot to make a comeback is today,
And
as he's already proven.
speaking of
As he's
getting
already
wins, Rona made a really race-winning move as he cut it down 4 wide and managed to get the first place spot for just a second there. Unfortunately, got shoved off. Oh, big contact, Matthew. I think he got clipped, and he ended up taking that sports clip car up into the wall with him. As we've got some new names up in the front now. We've got well, Matthew's been up there
Howie
before, but now we've got Howie up there,
Howie's back
and
in the top 5.
we've got Slavic, Loading, and BMX right behind them. And it's actually pretty busy up in the top 4 now.
Yeah, it is. And going back to Loading, he doesn't need to have a good points day. He's not in a must-win situation. But if he does not win and we have a repeat winner or a different first-time winner, then he's automatically gonna lock in on points. He finished ninth in that stage, but you know,
Well, this is going to be very interesting because a lot of these guys that have been racing up here, they haven't been used to it being this crowded. So
no, they haven't.
they're going to
This is
have
the most
to,
crowded that the top 6 has been all day.
yeah, they're going to have to learn how to navigate the traffic. And Howie's making a move up on the inside of Matthew. Clipped Slavic just a little bit there, but he's going to clear Slavic. Howie makes his way up in the top 4 for the first time tonight.
Now it's Max leading back at the front.
And Slavic is going to get up the inside of Howie, so we got some guys going back and forth right now. And honestly, nobody's spread out. There's a lot of traffic here. And you see those front 3 kind of putting some distance as Howie clipped Matthew right there. But let's go ahead and take a look. We'll go ahead and ride along with... Let's ride with Rona. Whoa, Rona way inside.
Max. Well, what happened was Max went down in the corner and he did not know that he was not clear, and he clipped the front nose of the 5.
But they managed to keep it clean, and Rona will take advantage of that and take first place. As now we've got Loading up in 3rd place. He kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And we've still got big names. We still got Slowbro right there too. Slowbro's under the attack of, or he's putting on the attack of Loading right now, and it looks like he's going to get on the inside. So now Slowbro is once again up there. Gecko fell off just a little bit, but he's... Big contact between Max and Rona. And Loading's in a really good spot right here to take first place.
And Max goes high, and it's the 5 and the 44 side by side coming to the line. I don't know who got that.
I believe it was Rona just by... Oh yeah, it was not by much. So, for the first time now, loading right up there. Unfortunately, made contact with Rona. And now he's going to make contact with Matthews. So, he got shuffled out. Rona and uh, loading got shuffled out, unfortunately. And it looks like it's going to be. We're going to ride along with Slowbro real quick. Gecko came out of nowhere, too.
Max has been really aggressive.
Yeah, he needs to cut it down just a little bit. As Howie is going to clear Max for third place. And there's a lot of guys who haven't been up here a whole lot. So we'll see what they can do. Howie being one of them. As Slowbro is going to cut up the inside of Gecko. And he's going to hold it right there. Not quite clearing him, but he's on that inside line. The favorable line. As Gecko is going to try to size him up on the bumper. Not sure he's going to be able to get up the inside though. As Slowbro is going to clear him, and Slowbro will lead at the line. Ooh, Howie went way down. Looks like he got pushed a little bit by Max. And Max is going to take the inside. Ooh, problems with Max. I'm not sure what happened. He's going to come up and he's going to make contact with Slavic. Slavic now coming up the inside of Howie for third place, and he's going to clear Howie. So Slavic, another one of those guys who hasn't been up here. Big contact.
You said Slavic?
Yeah.
Oh, the 90 got up in the air.
Is that going to be a caution?
Yeah.
So let me take a look. Let me see if I can find Matthew. Couldn't get a visual on the flip, but Matthew ended up going up and over.
No one really flipped it, but the 90 did get up in the air. He got up on 2 tires.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely a caution. So that shakes up the order just a little bit, though. I mean, Slavic is one of those dudes who hasn't been up there, and he finds himself in third place now. Or I believe it was either third place or fourth place. But once again, Gecko will be leading us on the restart. And once again, we've got Slowbro up there as well. And Slowbro is still one of these very strong cars. And I've been saying he knows how to run this track. He knows how to set people up. So definitely a very dangerous driver to have in your mirror if you are loading. Or not loading, excuse me, Gecko. God, I'm confusing everybody today. So we're going to get ready to go here after Matthew brought out the caution. And I don't know, it's still anybody's race. Not sure what some of the drivers are doing. I think they're getting out of their cars. I'm not sure what's happening. So we will get ready to go. I'm just waiting for the drivers to get ready. And just a little bit of inside info. Howie will be going on vacation very soon, so he is really looking for a win right here to propel him in the points. So definitely expect Howie to be driving to the best of his ability and able to get a win here.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
Oh, it's okay. Is it just an issue with the scoring?
Well, no, it's people keep complaining of extra track detail, and I don't know what extra track detail there is besides the garage. The stands can't cause lag.
Is it maybe the billboards over there on the backstretch?
Honestly, I think it's just a combination of their crappy internet.
I don't know. I haven't really. I mean, we've had a little bit of lag, but it hasn't been too bad, and I feel like they've been keeping it pretty clean despite any kind of lag. But definitely keep an eye on some of these guys. I honestly think it's literally anybody's race. If you're in last place right now, I think you still have a chance because I mean,
Well,
look at
it's Dusty.
well, I mean, look at somebody like Howie though.
Oh yeah.
Howie was way in the back, and now he finds himself in third place. So I still think it's anybody's race. Rockingham is just one of those tracks where you can just gain so much time depending on how well you're running your line. As we go green, Gecko will lead us off, and he's got a train of cars right behind him. As they were three wide for just a moment for second place. As we had one car spin, not sure who that was.
It was Max.
So a bit of a problem for Max right there. The loading got into the inside wall right there. We got a car way down on the apron, and it looks like another one of these guys up there for the first time as there's some huge contact, but now
It's
Patrick is up
Patrick.
there. So another one of these guys who hasn't been up there at all today finds
And
himself up there.
Howie's going for second. It's three wide for second as Gecko kind of has a strong lead. Not strong, but he's out there.
And now I know we've still got some laps left, but you got to start making moves now because it'll be over before you know it.
You've got 13 laps to go, so you don't have a lot of time to do it.
And no insult to Patrick or anything like that, but man, I was not expecting him to be running as high as he is. But
I was not either. This is another Legends at Darlington kind of thing.
yeah, we could expect Patrick to be the upset right here as he's just cruising along
We
in fourth
have
place.
four drivers in the top four right now that can make an upset win and get their first win of the season. Three of them, their first of their career.
And we're gonna take a look. We will ride with Howie as they battle for second place. And Howie is up the inside of Rona right there. He's got Patrick right there behind him. Patrick, you got to expect if you're Rona, you got to be watching for not only Howie, but you got to be watching for Patrick as well because Patrick is right there to take that position from you. So,
Max right now is just begging for a caution as he is 7 seconds back.
and now we've got Slavic and BMX making their way up there as well. I mean, it's still anybody's race. I mean, these guys can make a lot of ground very quickly.
They can.
It's just that kind of track. So I know Gecko has a pretty sizable lead right now, but expect that to shorten very quickly. As we've got Howie right there. Howie's kind of mirroring Gecko's line. I think he's trying to pick up a little bit of draft. But now we've got Rona right there. And I'm not sure if these guys are going to want to work together. I think there's enough time where you can just try to get past Howie right here if you're Rona, and you can just try to make the move on Gecko, but Rona's just not able to get there to Howie as Howie is finding a way. He's trying to find a good line to where he can get to the back bumper of Gecko as he got a little bit of time there on Gecko, cut it down by about a tenth.
Credit where it's due. Howie backing up a second place finish from Darlington, running second here at Rockingham after winning the pole last week at Darlington.
And like I was saying, he's going to be on vacation pretty soon, so he wants to have a good showing here and really put
He
some
needs
points
these
on the
points.
board.
He's in a must win. He is well below the cutoff line, so a win here could potentially lock him into the playoffs.
And if you're
No,
Howie, I mean, I know you've got gone to the wall a little
he
bit,
needs
but
to
if
be he needs to be 11th to be eligible for the playoffs. Now I know that 11th is below the cutoff, but you need to be 11th to be eligible for the playoffs. So if you have a win and you're below the line, 11th or higher, and you're good. But right now he is well below 11th, so a win. He needs a win.
and Howie actually lost a little bit of time on Gecko right there as he's going to cut it way into the corner. He's going to get a little bit of more time right here, though. We're going to see how far he cuts it down. He cuts it down by 3/10, so not a bad lap for Howie at all. And now you can see him kind of
Field
running.
is, oh my god, my stutter. I'm getting too excited. The field is all spread out.
Yeah, so
So
this is
I
a.
don't think we should expect a caution.
I think this is a showdown between Gecko and Howie.
I think it is too. If Howie can just find any little bit of speed that he can get,
And he's cut it down to
as
less than
Gecko
a
goes
tenth of a
high,
second.
he has, and that's good. Oh, he just opened it back up.
Well, I think the line he's trying to work with is he's trying to cut it way down the inside because he's gained a lot of time by doing
Well, the
that.
key is you don't want to hit the apron. You don't want to have any part of your car touch the apron in the corners. If you do that, it's going to kill your time.
And Howie lost a little bit of time right there. Bit of a bad corner for Gecko, and that's going to really
Oh,
let
and he's
Howie get
there.
there.
I think he's there.
He got a little bit too antsy on the exit, though. Overdrove it just a little bit, but he's going to send Gecko. He's going to give him the bumper, and now Rona's going to give Howie the bumper. So that's going to give Howie a big push, and he almost clears him at the line. So now, final lap, 1 to go. Howie's
Howie
going to
in
be
the
in first
lead.
place. So now Rona's in a
This will be a major upset.
Rona's still in a spot, though. We'll see if he can get to him. I don't think he is.
I don't think he's going to get to him. I think it's going to be Howie coming off at turn 4.
And
Howie's gonna
Howie
get his
comes
first win
out
his
of
NARAS career.
nowhere to win
Oh
Rockingham.
my God.
What an upset win for Howie. I did not expect him to come out here in the final stage and put on a show like that. Wow, what an upset win for Howie.
That'll be very interesting to see how the points shake up. That was a major upset win.
Man, talk about clutch. He was going to go on vacation, and he just said, you know what, I'm just going to go out here, and I'm going to win, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But
Shit, let's drag him in here. My language, but damn, that was good.
No, I can't blame you. That was that was a crazy finish.
Let's drag the winner in here and get an interview from him. Howie.
Hi.
Howie.
Hi.
Bro, you did it.
I did it. Let's go.
You did it. The excitement out of this driver.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Hey,
Howie,
a 3-year-long NARAS career, and you finally break the streak of getting your first career win in NARAS.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh.
So Howie, I don't want to try to disrespect you, man, but I don't think me and Jin expected you to come out here and get a win like this. You came out of nowhere, dude.
I have no idea.
You were, I mean, at one point, weren't you? You were about dead last, weren't you? At one point, and then
I started 12th.
He started 12th. Rona started 13th. Comes from the back
and both these guys
and win.
Yeah, that's that's an awesome win, dude. And I know you had vacation coming up too, so you really needed a win to put yourself in a position to go to the playoffs. So I mean, just awesome job, dude. Are you excited for playoff racing now that you got a win?
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my god, what the hell just happened? I just saw the 28 just fly. But I'm just so happy that now I can go to vacation. I can go to Colorado where I'm leaving in 3 hours. I can go on vacation knowing that I'm going in the playoffs. That's just that feels so awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna make that vacation a little bit sweeter.
You were in the biggest must-win situation, and you just left a what the hell moment in the points, bro.
Oh my gosh, let's go!
You have busted the seal, and you have gotten your first career win. What else can we expect out of you heading into the playoffs? I know that you're going on vacation, but what could we expect out of you?
Oh my god, I don't even know. Hopefully we can have more decent runs like this. I know the lag wasn't the best thing in the world, but somehow I prevailed. Rona gave me some of the best push I think I've ever gotten, and then I got hit into the grass by Gecko. Just Rona. I have to credit this whole win to the 5 car. That was all him. He just gave me the greatest push out of turn 4, coming to the white, and Yeah, hopefully we can get more of those big pushes like that and be out on top again.
Well,
Well, it sucks that you're going to be missing the final two races of the season because next week is a double header. But hopefully you'll be back for the start of the playoffs.
I really hope I'll be back for the start of the playoffs. That'd be great.
and don't call him clutch. Number 69, Howie, is going to get it done in Rockingham. So, awesome job, man. And
Thank you.
definitely like the biggest Cinderella story of the playoffs. So, it's going to be fun, man. You just made the playoffs like 5 times more exciting just by getting the win right here.
Hey, I'm glad I could make it even more exciting than it already is.
So that was just
Well, congrats, buddy. I think that's all we have for you, unless Brock had anything else.
no, I'm good, but have a good vacation, man, and awesome win, man.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, we're gonna bring Max in here now. Hey, Max, what's going on? It's generally 08. You got a copy?
Yeah, pretty pissed off. What's up?
So seeing a lot of aggressive driving out of you tonight. Seeing you beating and banging with a lot of drivers. What was going on out there?
Just lag, man. Can't really do anything about it,
Yeah.
Well,
That's really all it was.
I know you were having a really good race. Was the lag just picking up towards the end of it?
Yeah, it was, and then loading being the asshat he is, final restart, thinks it's clear to dive bomb down low, and instead of letting off, he'll just dump me. And so I guess he's pissed off that I have the points lead. I guess he was trying to get some points. I don't really know what he was thinking or anything, but that wasn't really smart, So he's on my list for Bristol.
Ooh.
Making rivals.
Well,
Nice.
there you go, Jen. You didn't even have to start anything this time. It just started itself. But how confident are you for Bristol? And I believe, what else are we running?
Daytona.
Daytona, yeah. How do you feel moving forward with those?
Feel just fine as long as I don't get screwed over. I could easily win Bristol and Daytona.
Do you feel like go ahead.
You won Daytona at the season opening, which was the 500. So you've got some momentum heading into Daytona, being the last winner of that race. But Bristol, short track. It's gonna be no draft. It's something that you're more used to. So hopefully we can see some, a better finishing position that's not last place out of you next Saturday.
Yeah, if it was my choice, would have had a caution in there, but it's whatever. So Bristol's my kingdom, man. That's my domain. Bristol and Daytona are the big two. So going for the streak at this moment, it's over. It's not possible unless I win every race in the playoffs because cars have just been terrible. Like the car tonight was absolutely terrible. Nobody had practice out there, so nobody expected these cars to have to be a let-off setup. And then next thing you know, we get here and it's a let-off setup. So it was a huge change, Get used to it, start running good, lose some time in stage 2. It was fine. It was no biggie. Stage 3, doing pretty good.
Wait, hold
Get that
on.
caution.
Hold on, Max. I'm gonna call you in DMs after the stream is done. I got a question about that. But anyway, continue.
The stage 3, doing fine, a little bit of a struggle, but that was just lag, I couldn't do anything about it. And then I come up here and here we go, trying to go good on that last restart, and then loading being the jackass he is, as I said previously, he's just, I need more points, even though he already gave up the regular season championship to me. So let's see. Oh, I need more points. So what am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to dump Max and say it was my computer lagging or whatever. It's just, people are making enemies on track with the wrong people. I mean, loading should have seen exactly how I treated Howie and Zombie when I settled it. He's not going to be happy. And I mean, here goes one of the biggest points leads I've ever had. Not the biggest, but it's a pretty huge one. 511 coming in today and loading right at 347. That's going to definitely get cut down with the fact that I'm only getting, let's see, you get 9 points for finishing 13, 10 points for a stage 1 win, and then 8 points for a stage 2 third place finish. So let's see, that's 27. So you add that up, doing the big math for those at home, that's 538 points I'm walking out with today, coming with 511. That's pathetic, but you can't really do anything about it when you have guys like Loading out there. And Gecko, nothing against him. I know he's trying to get out of his must-win situation, but he was going pretty aggressive too. So it's just one of those things where you walk in with knowledge and then you leave with different opinions on people. Just that simple, man.
Well,
Well, I didn't have anything to add. If you wanted to say something, Jen.
I don't. I really don't.
Hold on, let me calculate this real quick. So Loading got 6 points in stage 1, 2 points in stage 2, and then he got he finished what, 6th? 7th?
7th, yeah.
So that is 63 points for Loading. And then so that'll put him at 410. That cut down my point lead by 40 points because of the actions he decided to make on the track tonight.
Well, I will definitely be having a talking to him about that heading into Bristol. We know that you're frustrated, Max. We know that you're upset. Not the finish that you wanted tonight. Not the finish that it could have been. But changing the mood a little bit. What do you got to say about how his first win?
I'm proud of him. It's been a long time coming. Him and I are cool now after all that shit. Still get upset sometimes about Dover, but it's no biggie. The shit's in the past. So I'm genuinely proud of him. I really am. And I'm just proud of the kid. He did something really good. He was doing really good, and then he took everything he's been learning, because I've taught him quite a bit, believe it or not. And, well, I'll just go ahead and drop the bomb now. If Patrick doesn't sign with Wiesner Motorsports for season 33, I'm going to offer Howie. It's that easy. He's been making a name for himself now. What? 2nd place at Darlington and now 1st place here at Rockingham. Howie's really saying something. And so, of course, I got my eye on him. I've had my eye on him for all season. And so, Howie might come to Wiesner Motorsports. Just got to wait and see.
Well, if only you could hear the excitement in his voice when we got him in here. He was.
Oh yeah, he was.
Really
Trust me, I heard him.
He woke up like his whole neighborhood.
I listened to his entire interview. I heard him.
Well,
but I think that's all the time that we got for you right now. Where I think we're gonna move on to Matthew. But again, not the race that you wanted to have, but could have definitely been worse.
Definitely could have been worse. But all right, guys, thanks for having me. I will talk to y'all later.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
Yes, sir.
And if Loading doesn't show up the next race, it's because Max nailed him a pipe bomb. So
let's get Matthew in here after a 10th place finish at Rockingham.
Matthew, there?
Yeah, I'm there. Sorry.
So I'm sorry.
Yeah, you brought me in as like in the middle of you talking.
So again, as I was telling Max, not the finish that you had hoped for, but is there anything that you could have maybe done differently to change the outcome of your race?
Not really. I was just trying to run my own line, but I mean the cars were just so tight getting around 3 and 4. It was either you were dooring somebody or going into the wall, and throughout the race the lag was just getting worse and worse. And I mean every time I would get up front, I would start running well, and then my screen would just like go completely frozen. And I mean, not the finish I wanted, but we're gonna go on the Bristol and try to go get that.
Biggie, do you have anything else to add on?
I guess one thing I wanted to say is how confident do you feel about Bristol and Daytona moving forward?
I mean, I mean, Bristol. I'm never really that great at Bristol, and I mean, the main track I'm circling right now is Daytona. I mean, my home track, and I think I can possibly go get a victory there and try to do something good, maybe get a win I'm just trying to make the playoffs, and if I can't win another race, I'm probably out. And yeah,
I mean, like you just saw tonight with Howie. I mean, you still got a chance to make it in, man. So we'll keep an eye on you, and I think that's all I had. If you wanted to add anything,
Yeah,
Jen.
so that's all I had. Let's well, Patrick messed up the scoreboard, so I can't really see who got second. Actually, yes, I can. Max sent me the lineup. Let's get Gecko in here.
Oh, dang, you just booted him out.
For
No, thank you. No, nothing. You just booted my man out.
no, he left.
Oh, goodbye, Matthew.
Actually, let's
I wanted to talk to Gecko because Gecko got second place.
yeah, let's do Gecko. Gecko,
Gecko.
buddy.
Sup, guys?
So I don't want
Gecko,
to. I don't
what's
want
going
to add to
on?
the bad feels or anything, but you were in a position to win, and Howie just ended up
Yanked
getting
it.
there, man. How does it? How do you feel about the race?
Well, I still think it was a pretty good result, but how he deserved it. He climbed a lot of positions today. Well, I listened to his interview too, and I saw his excitement of getting the win. Uh, After today's race, I feel really confident about getting a win in Bristol, either Daytona. Yeah. Now that Howie is located into playoffs, Loading and I will have a pretty rough battle to get locked, but
Well, I think
I
you.
still think I'm gonna make it through to
I think you got
playoffs.
a pretty good chance, man. I think you're the hottest driver right now in terms of consistency. Because I mean, you're always up there, man. So,
Sure.
but what was
So
I gonna
Gecko, I
say?
know that you had a couple of run-ins with Max and Logan. Do you have anything to say to them about what was going on at the beginning of the race, towards the end of stage one?
Well, I think Max was being a little bit too aggressive. I listened to his interview too, and at the end he said that I was being aggressive either. I think it was in general a pretty good battle till the end of stage one, and well, a bit sad because he got turned by loading in that stage three, but um, I hope him the best and had in that race are like ended. I just want to focus on the next races, and that's it.
Well,
Uh,
good run for you, Gecko. You definitely showed out tonight. And how confident do you feel for Bristol next week in Daytona?
Well, I think Daytona is a pretty big, pretty tricky track to be honest. Um, you will never know who will win it, and Bristol it's a bit more based on skill. I'm, in my opinion, pretty good at Bristol, and since my start in road racing, but we got some um good drivers out there in the front, and it's gonna be a tight battle for the playoffs, kind of.
I think you definitely got the edge over Zombie in the points after a second place finish over him, and he got a ninth place finish. So you definitely got a big jump over Zombie. But congrats to your team owner because he's locked into the playoffs on points.
Yes.
So that leaves us with only one spot left heading into the playoffs that is available. One
Yeah, I'm
spot in the
gonna
playoffs.
be battling with Josh, I think.
With either Josh or with either Zombie. So you've definitely got the jump. But congrats on another second place finish. As we said to Howie, your time is coming. You will get that first win, and possibly very very soon. I know a couple of seasons ago you were really really good at Bristol, so we could expect a lot of speed out of you next Saturday.
Yeah, I'm expecting the same, but we'll never know. Let's see how it
Exactly.
goes.
We
And
never know until it happens.
yeah,
But thank you for your time. That's all we got for you. We're going to be ending the stream now. So if you got any final things that you want to say to the fans, or if you want to dedicate anything to someone, go ahead.
well, I wanted to talk a bit about loading overall. He did well, how to say it, pretty normal race. He got the finish we were expecting him to get, but it's always good to see a teammate getting locked into playoffs, and pretty really happy about loading getting locked in, and that's it. Yeah.
Well,
Well, thank you for joining
thank you
us,
for your
man.
time.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say thank you for joining us, man. And you had a really good race today. I know you didn't get the win, but you did an awesome job staying up there for most of the race. So
Yeah, that was a pretty good race overall.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for coming out for tonight's race, and thank you guys for watching. If you're still here, um, we I know that we don't say it, but we appreciate everybody for watching the races, and we'll see you guys next Saturday, next weekend actually for a double header to end the regular season. Bristol on Saturday and Daytona on Sunday. The final two races of the regular season. Those are two races that you do not want to miss at all. Um, big important races, and they could have big outcomes just like we had tonight with a big point shakeup with Howie. Uh, so thank you guys for coming out and watching. Biggie, if you got any final words.
um, yeah, I'm probably gonna get my house rated because I didn't give everybody an interview. So
Oh yeah, I
that'll be
see
nice.
that. All
But
right, guys.
anyway,
Yes,
thank you
we'll see you
guys
guys in the
for
next
turning
one.
in,
Yeah,
and
guys.
thank you to all the drivers for showing up and giving us a good race. So, with that being said.